Are you pinning every day but not seeing an increase in blog traffic? Here's how to find the hidden winners in your account and replicate their success.
Hey y'all, welcome to today's training, Top Pins Report on Pinterest. When you're using Pinterest to grow your blog, it's easy to get caught up in creating endless new pins, hoping that one of them goes viral. But this constant content creation, that's hard, can lead to burnout without clear results. Today, we're going to uncover the one mistake that keeps bloggers from seeing real traffic from Pinterest, and more importantly, how to use a simple report to finally make your efforts pay off.
So, what are you going to learn? That's a really important question. There are 4 things. Number 1, the number 1 Pinterest mistake that wastes your time and stalls your blog growth. We're going to talk about that. Okay. Number 2, the step-by-step guide to find and use your top pins report. What do you do with it? We're going to tell you. Number 3, how to identify the exact pins that are driving traffic to your blog. That's very important. And number 4, actionable tips to double down on what's working and create more high-performing content.
Yeah, because we tell you guys, do more of what's working. So we want to make sure we're showing you how to find what's working so that you can do more of it. So what are you going to walk away with? A clear strategy to do more of what's working. A clear strategy to focus your Pinterest efforts for maximum impact. Actionable steps to turn your Pinterest analytics into a powerful growth plan, and confidence. You're going to walk away with the confidence to create pins that consistently drive engaged readers to your blog. Now, before we dig in, I want you to text the word design to 251-644-6701 to get your free printable.
Okay. All right. Now, let's talk about the mistakes, okay? The number 1 mistake that we see bloggers making on Pinterest is focusing on impressions and saves instead of clicks. Those numbers are great, but if you're not getting traffic to your site for them, is that pin style really working? Is that pin still working, right? Bloggers get excited. They see that a pin gets thousands of impressions or hundreds of saves. That is exciting, but they're really just vanity numbers because while they're good and while they're exciting, they don't directly contribute to the primary goal, which is getting traffic to your blog. If Pinterest is not going to send the traffic to your blog, then what are your efforts worth, right? Because every pin is worth money when they get to your blog. A pin can be seen 100,000 times, but if there are no clicks to your blog, then it hasn't done the job.
Yeah. Okay. So why is it harmful? Well, number 1, it gives you a false sense of success. Mm-hmm. High impressions can make you think that a pin design or topic is a winner, even if it's not actually persuading users to visit your site. Number 2, it wastes your design effort. You might spend hours creating more pins that get lots and lots of saves, but fail to convert viewers into readers, right? Our goal is to get them to our blog. So we have to make sure we're always thinking of that. And number 3, it leads to a flat traffic graph. If you're optimizing for the wrong metric, I want to say that again, because I think that's it. You're optimizing. You're not doing things. You are working. You're just not doing it right? You're optimizing for the wrong metric. So if you're doing that, your blog traffic from Pinterest is going to stagnate, no matter how many pins you create.
That's right. So the reality is, it's far better to have a pin with 100 outbound clicks than to have a pin that has 10,000 impressions with 0 clicks. Okay. Clicks are currency that matter for blog growth. All right. So here's an example. Imagine that you run a DIY craft blog, which a lot of you guys do. You create a beautiful pin for your DIY bookshelf post. Okay. Let's say that it gets 5,000 saves. And let's say that garners 50,000 impressions. That's awesome. That's great. You can create 5 more pins with that similar design. But then when you check your analytics, you see that those pins only garnered 20 clicks total. Is that really a successful pin design, right? Meanwhile, a less pretty pin that says quick 5-minute craft it only gets 100 saves, but it drives 300 clicks to your blog. I don't have to tell you which one's better. Do you want 300 clicks or do you want 20 clicks? So you need to follow the data. When you focus only on saves, or when you focus on the wrong numbers, you're going to miss the opportunity to create a pin that's going to drive more direct, true traffic to your blog. Okay.
So your key takeaway here, guys, is that your goal on Pinterest is not just to be seen on Pinterest. It's to inspire action. The most valuable action a user can take is clicking through to your blog. So how do we avoid the mistake? It's actually pretty easy. You're going to use your top pins report in a different way. You're going to use it to find those traffic champions. To grow your blog with Pinterest, you need to know which pins are actually making people leave the platform and visit your website. That top pins report is your treasure map. It shows you all of the things, including which pins are driving outbound clicks, so that you can stop guessing and start creating content with a purpose. So I'm going to screen share, and Crystal is going to walk us through as soon as I figure out which one of these is a screen share.
You're going to find your top pin report. Okay. So go in your business account, click on analytics and overview.
So right up here. So if you just go to your regular Pinterest, like you're just looking at, this is your account, right? Up here on the top left, now it moves every time we blink. It says Pinterest. And what Crystal's telling us is we want to go right here to analyze performance to this analytics overview.
Analytics overview, and then scroll down the page until you see top pins section, and it's going to default to 30 days. You saw that. Okay, top pin. Okay, so now we want to sort for what matters most, which is outbound clicks. Okay,
see this right here?
Yeah.
Can I say something real quick about this? So engagement sounds great, right? So you're like, well, why with engagement? They're engaging with my pin, right? They're engaging with your pin. They're liking it, maybe commenting on it, maybe saving it. Like they're doing the things to engage with the pin itself on Pinterest. But that doesn't mean that they're leaving Pinterest to go to your site, right? Okay, so how do we change this from engagement?
Down. So there was a period of time where that defaulted to impressions. Now it's defaulting to engagement. You want to click the little arrow and click on outbound clicks, because that's what matters. Not even pin clicks. Pin clicks do not get people to your site.
That means they take it from little to big. That's what the pin click means. They go from the little bitty thumbnail to the big pin.
You actually want outbound clicks. So click on that. And now we're going to look at the list of our most effective pins, the ones that actually send people to your blog. Look at the top 5 to 10 and ask yourself these questions. What topics are they about? What do the pin designs look like? So what are the colors? What are the fonts? What kind of images are you using? Big images, small images, clusters of images, right? Pay attention to those things. What does the pin title say? Is it direct? Does it include numbers? Is it clickbaity? What is it? Okay. Are they standard pins? Are they video pins? Are they idea pins? These are all things that matter. So let's take a look at Kelly's data and kind of look at this and see what we see.
Sorry, it's very slow because I'm screen sharing, but this is interesting. It doesn't even look like it has any say anything. Oh, there we go. A whole whopping 825 impressions. But it had 982 clicks to my site.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
And it's because of this right here, free printable. Like they have to go to the site to get it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But if we just glance at this doesn't look very impressive.
Right. Wow.
Right? That's what we're telling you. That's why we're telling you, don't pay attention to those numbers. Let's look at the next one. Again, they have to click. Now, those numbers look a lot more impressive, but still, look how much more impressive these numbers are. 16,000 impressions, 748 pin clicks, 348 saves, but it was second on the list at like half clicks. 413 compared to 982.
Right. So I would walk away with that is a very simple image that got pinned. It wasn't what we would consider pin work.
It's not even, it's very blurry. It's terrible. It's actually one of the pages from a PDF.
Yeah, it's horizontal instead of vertical. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, it's space related. So does that mean more of her space content would do really well? These are things that you need to be thinking about. Okay.
Yeah, so interesting. All right, let's go look at the next one. Yummy recipe. Lots of impressions, lots of pin clicks, lots of saves, but only 387. Like, we're getting smaller and smaller here, even though our impressions are getting higher and higher. Interesting, right? Another recipe, same concept. Blues. Those were blue. You notice, there's another apple cider float. Look, 57,000 impressions. So this is the second one down, which is right here, which only had 299 clicks, even though way more impressions. What's interesting is so the first two were like blues and grays and teals. The fourth one was blues and grays, where the other three are all yellow. I just find that really interesting color-wise.
Yes. Find the commonalities, right? The colors, the fonts, what kind of images.
So let's talk about the actual steps to use this data. You've looked at the stuff, you see your report. Now you want to identify, which is kind of what we were talking about, some of the common themes among those top clicked pins. So are they budget meals? Are they beginner workouts? Are they free printables? Are they space? Are they alphabet? Are they seasonal, like the apple cider float? Are they party foods, like the cheese ball? Like, really start identifying the things. I would probably even pull up 10, 15, 20 and really start identifying, like make you a chart, right? And then create more blog posts and pins around those topics. So if you don't have a lot of content, then you want more content around that. If you do, go pull that content out, create new pins around those things. Like if budget meals is a winner, we take your posts and like do 5 lunches under $5, weekly meal plan on a budget. Like, how can you speak to the people on Pinterest?
Yep. Number 2, double down on winning pin designs. So look for patterns, what we were just doing with Kelly's stuff. Look for patterns in the visual styles of those top pins. Do they all use bold, easy to read fonts? Is it a color thing like Kelly just identified? Is it certain type of images? Is it usually people or no faces or hands or flat lays? What is it? Start to write down the things that you notice. If you write down descriptive words for each of those pins, and then if you're analyzing your top 10 pins, you can figure out, oh, wow, all of these are flat lays, right? That's a common thing, and all of them use the color blue. So then you're going to create new pins for both new and old blog posts using these proven design elements that we know are working. And now this is becoming your go-to template for a while until it doesn't work anymore, right?
Right, until it doesn't work anymore. That's the key, guys. You're doing this all the time.
Right. What works, okay?
So number 3, you want to create those fresh pins. Now we've identified something. We want to go into those old URLs that are not part of our top outbound clicks, right? And I've lost my place, so I don't know what I'm supposed to say next. You want to go into those. You want to find which posts are popular that are not in those tops and start redoing the pins to look like those top pins, right? Create 3 to 5 new fresh pin designs for those using that text, using those colors, using a flat lay. Like, what is the thing that is making people click on those? Maybe it's even your call to action. Maybe it's your description. Maybe there's something, like, really, really dig into it. So that some of those not so tops now become tops as well.
Yep. Okay. Then we're going to optimize your pin titles and descriptions. You need to analyze the text on your top performing pins. Are they using strong keywords? Are your titles intriguing or are they benefit driven? Okay. Right now, while everything is so upside down and crazy with SEO for Google and for the search engines, okay, I want you to start applying intentional SEO methods on Pinterest, because that's where you need to be applying your SEO right now. In the climate of this industry, that's where you need to be, okay? You need to use similar language and keywords in your future pins. You need to have a list of keywords that you're hitting for the content that you write about, okay? So I'm going to give some examples of similar language that you could be repeating, but if some of these pins are all how to or 10 blah, 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 like there's numbers in it, what types of common things are in these post titles and descriptions, and you need to be repeating that. And whatever keyword you're trying to rank for within Pinterest, you need to be creating pins that use that keyword. That keyword gets used in more than just one pin. Okay. All right. Here are your micro habits.
So your final micro habit challenge is to, this week, I want you to open up those Pinterest analytics. I want you to find your top pins report. I want you to take just about 10 minutes to complete the following steps. Ready? Number 1, choose the outbound clicks report. Number 2, identify your number 1 top performing pin based on clicks. Number 3, ask yourself, why did it work? Why did it work? The topic, the design, the title, the color, the font, the CTA, what is it? And then number 4, create one new pin. Create one new pin inspired by its success, either for the same blog post or a related blog post. I want you to stop throwing spaghetti at the wall. I want you to stop hoping it sticks. I want you to stop the spray and pray method where you just do all the things, a whole bunch of them, and just pray that something works, right? I want you to use the data that Pinterest gives you to create a focused, effective strategy.
Right. Remember, Pinterest analytics aren't just numbers. They are clues to what your audience truly wants from you. Following these clues is the fastest way to grow your blog intentionally and deliberately, okay, and to grow your traffic. So you've got this. If you didn't already, go ahead and text the word design to 251-644-6701. If you text us and you don't get the link to your printable or you don't get your printable, that means you probably D&D'd us. So wait a few seconds, text the word start and only the word start. That will trigger you to get back into our automations saying that you want to get our stuff, and then text the word design. Just wait like 10 seconds in between each of those steps, okay? Now, go take one step today. Just sort that report and start making pins that are actually going to bring you clicks to your blog so that you can make more ad money, okay? All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.